Hello and welcome back. This is Martha Angelini, spiritual guide and teacher, and today I am going to be giving an excerpt of a conversation I had with the group on the 18th of February 2020 around being and doing. I have spoken briefly in another video giving some of my personal sort of takes on what they were talking about in terms of what's the being state and how doing flows from being. So what I wanted to focus on the excerpts was really about their ideas and insights into how we can change our focus and getting even some understanding on why we go into doing or why we get stuck following plans or not wanting to procrastinate. So, because I felt that personally, these are traps I run into all the time. So I was hoping to get some insight from the group, and hopefully it will help you out too. So, is there a way to shift that focus? If you realize that you are willing something and caught in a doing mindset, how do you A, recognize that as different from doing as an expression, and B, change that? Recognizing it requires awareness. Awareness of how you are flowing, not flowing. Are you expending effort, or is it the effortless action? Understanding that they feel different, they come from a different place. If you are having to make things happen rather than seeing situations fall into place, you are working from a place of doing. If your mindset is that something needs to happen in a particular way and make a plan around that and then action that plan, focusing on the predetermined specific outcome, you are in human doing consciousness. So it's basically when we stop the flow, okay? We can get one intuitive hit to do something particular, like I need to write a book. We even get what the book needs to be about. But if we then decide we have all the information we need, then spend months, I was interrupted. Is it a plan or is it a process? You can have a strategy or plan in place. The question is, how attached are you to that plan or strategy? Are you open to new input or information? Or are you going to execute the plan or strategy like it is written in stone? What is your aim? Is it to follow your plan or achieve your goal? Focusing on how you get something done is focusing on the doing. It stops the flow from being. So how do you change that? Take your focus away from how. Focus on the being qualities. Why do you need or want to express your being qualities? Is there an insight you want to share? Is there a way of healing that you provide? What are you wanting or trying to express? Focusing on being brings you back into the flow of being. From that flow, you will get information about how you can express that flow, actions you can take, things that you can do to express your being. Remember, this is a process. Whenever you find yourself focusing on the doing, you can take time to refocus on the being. You can do it as many times as you need to. You have a question or concern about this? I guess my concern here is if I start out in the flow, make a plan, and then need to keep changing it, I can't gauge if I have moved forward. It just seems like it's another way to procrastinate. If I keep changing the plans, it could slow me down or prevent me from getting there. Changing your plans doesn't mean changing goals. Sticking to a plan that doesn't get you to your goal, or because it is not coming from being, takes you longer to get there with more effort, is procrastination. Notice when these ways of resistance to being resistance to process, a need to micromanage come up. This is letting you know how you are stopping the flow and why. With that information, you can work to release that specific resistance, which will put you back in the flow. How and why? See the reverse of what you are doing. In your example, you feel that if you don't have a plan, you won't be able to show that you are making progress. You also feel that changing means procrastination. Looking at it from the reverse, not changing the plans allows you to procrastinate, slows you down from attaining your being. You allow yourself to procrastinate by sticking to a plan, not the goal. It also means you can't gauge or show yourself, possibly others. You procrastinate because attaining your goal scares you in some way. It also stops you from seeing or gauging how close you are to your goal because you are focused on gauging a plan that won't get you there. So what you're saying is that I'm using this doing mindset as a way to prevent me from moving forward from a being perspective. I'm interrupted again. You're throwing human consciousness obstacles in the way to stop or slow down your flow of spirit consciousness. So what I found the most interesting about that was how you can just look at the situation. You say, if you have an excuse around, if I change the plan, then it's going to take me longer. That is procrastination, right? But actually turn it on its head. So if we turn it on its head, we're saying by not changing the plan, that is how you procrastinate, because you're slowing the process of flow from being into doing. So I hope you found that as helpful as I did for me, and I hope to see you again soon. I'd love to hear from you, so if you have any comments, please put them in the below for me, and I will hopefully see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.